ay naririto na ngayon at nagsasama-sama upang ipagdiwang ang
2019 Global Handwashing Day!
Yan ang tema ng Global Handwashing Day. Clean hands for all. Malinis na kamay para sa lahat.
Seven steps para sa tamang paghuhugas ng kamay. So ready na ba nating matutunan yan, mga bata?
Upang maiwasan natin ang pagkakaroon ng sakit, ang isa sa pinaka-epektibong paraan ay ang paghuhugas ng ating mga kamay.
Sobrang natutuwa ako kasi nagsama-sama yung iba't ibang mga organizations. We got our school, support of our local government, different companies na nagbibigay ng support and information kung paano nga ba yung tamang paghugas ng kamay. And it's overwhelming because as simple as this process of washing your hands, ang laki ng implications niya, ang laki ng impact niya para sa ating lahat.
Paghuhugas po pala ng kamay ay isa sa pinakamabisa at pinakamurang paraan para malabanan ang mga sakit.
I support Wash for All communities, Clean Hands for All, Happy Global Hand Washing Day.
ina-advocate po natin yung Global Handwashing Day kasi parte po ito ng ating overall advocacy na WASH o yung Water Access, Sanitation at Hygiene. So kasama po dun sa hygiene, component ng ating focus, ito pong ating pagse-celebrate ng ating Global Handwashing Day na nakapaloob naman sa ating programa na Health in Our Hands. Kasi dito po sa atin sa Manila Water Foundation, hindi lamang po tayo nagbibigay ng access sa tubig at saka po sa sanitation, pero gusto rin po nating turuan yung mga tao kung paano nila gagamitin ang mga pasilidad na ito upang mapabuti po yung kanilang mga pangangatawan.
Every now and then po, nandito yung Manila Water Foundation, tinuturuan kami ng tamang hygiene. Napakahalaga po ng tamang pagtuturo ng paghuhugas ng kamay para sa mga estudyante sapagkat sa paghuhugas po ng kamay at nauulit-ulit hanggang sa ma-master nila, hanggang sa sila mismo ay ginagawa na nila yung tamang paghuhugas ng kamay.
Ang pangarap ng Manila Water Foundation ay manguna sa advokasya na makapagbigay ng malinis na tubig, maayos na palikuran, at mahusay na edukasyon tungkol sa hygiene. Ito ay naaayon sa aming advokasya na WASH or Water Access, Sanitation and Hygiene. Kami ay nangangarap ng isang bansa na may mga pamayanan at may mga eskwelahan na talaga nagtataguyod para sa kalusugan ng bawat mamamayan. Sapagkat naniniwala kami na ang isang pamayanan na nagbibigay pahalaga sa kalusugan ay isang pamayanan na masigla, isang pamayanan na mayaman, at isang pamayanan na talaga nagkakaisa.
Happy Global Handwashing Day, Clean Hands for All.
Happy Global Handwashing Day! Clean hands for all!
Tayo ay isang pamayanan, makisalamuha, makibahagi, at magmalasakit sa ating kapwa. Clean hands for all. Happy Global Handwashing Day!
Just seconds after washing, ang germs. Balik sa kamay. Balik sa kamay. Switch to Safeguard. Not only removes germs, but helps protect even after wash.
Stay protected, protected, protected longer. Basta Safeguard, safe.
When it comes to personal care, there is one name that we can trust. The one that has touched lives for more than 30 years. The one name known for its heritage and quality. The one name you pass on from one generation to another. Pass on the heritage of clean. Keep it clean.
Hey guys! Wash up, wash up! Ako po si Mix Bustos and alam niyo po ba na may dedicated na araw sa pagre-remind sa ating lahat kung paanong wastong paghugas ng kamay? Join the celebration of the Global Handwashing Day by Manila Water Foundation Friday 10 a.m. sa October 15 at marami po kami mga papremyo na ipamimigay sa mga lucky winners. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo? Keep safe, stay healthy, and of course, don't forget to wash up, wash up!
malinis na kamay ay para sa lahat at hindi lamang para sa ilan.
Kitabi manusia, anya kapatud tamalisin bohe.
King ega-naga ng pamikatagun, atin lasang gustong kabaluan king pamanos gamat ring sabla.
At dapat ibahagi ang mahalagang gawi na ito.
Ang paghuhugas ng kamay sa loob ng 20 segundo gamit ang sabon at malinis na tubig ay unang depensa laban sa mga nakakahawang sakit tulad ng COVID-19.
Maghugas ng kamay sa mga kritikal na oras
Upang ikaw at ang mga tao sa iyong paligid ay ligtas.
Sabay-sabay nating gawin ang 7 hakbang sa tamang paghuhugas ng kamay.
Una, anya gawaan, dakulap ng dakulap.
Pangadwa, denggulot darenggam.
Sabot nga sa mga tudlo.
likod sa mga tudlo.
Kumangko.
Punta del mga dedo.
Pergelangan tangan.
Hailaw tayo bangkan.
Gawin ang paghuhugas ng kamay sa mga panahong ito.
Ang malinis na kamay ay para sa lahat.
Welcome to Manila Water Foundation's celebration of Global Handwashing Day 2021. MWF envisions to be the enabler of change through sustainable water access, sanitation, and hygiene education. MWF is an active advocate of Global Handwashing Day, or GHD, since 2013. For this event, we'd like to acknowledge our partners: Global Handwashing Partnership, UNICEF, the Department of Health, the Department of Education, PNG, Safeguard, Globe, Filusa Corporation, Clean, Association of Foundations, League of Corporate Foundations. And to host today's virtual celebration, we have a Filipino sports television anchor, podcaster, and reporter. Here he is, the 2021 MWF Global Handwashing Day Ambassador, Migs Bustos.
Hello everyone, good morning and good day to all. Thank you for having me as your 2021 GHD Ambassador and your host for today's celebration. First, I'd like to greet everyone a Global Handwashing Day. Once again, this is Migs Bustos and your host for today. With this year's theme, Our Future is at Hand, Let's Move Forward Together. This day aims to encourage everyone to work together and make coordinated actions to provide universal access to proper hand washing. Now, as a dad, I value the health of my family and loved ones, so kailangan talagang maging healthy tayo at ito ay magsisimula sa isang malinis na pares ng kamay. And as a professional news anchor, I only share what is true and what are the facts. And I know for a fact na kailangan maibahagi sa lahat ang wastong paghuhugas ng kamay para makaiwas sa sakit kasama na ang COVID-19. Now, this online event you're watching is MWF's 9th year of celebrating GHD. I learned the pre-pandemic MWF holds this event on-site in schools kahit na tayo ay nasa gitna ng pandemya. Tuloy-tuloy lang ang GHD celebration. At ngayon, online na. Ito ay para mas marami pa tayong maabot na audiences nationwide. The celebration of Global Handwashing Day by Manila Water Foundation is part of its program, Health in Our Hands, which raises the level of awareness among communities and institutions on the importance of proper hygiene practices as key for healthy living. Naging bahagi na ba kayo ng mga proyekto o celebrations ng Manila Water Foundation? Comment down below kung saang school, barangay, or institution ninyo nakasama ang MWF. At welcome po sa ating GHD celebration. Alright, so this morning we will have opportunities to learn from our partners and of course have lots of fun. There are contests in between program segments and a raffle for all of our viewers. Winners will get Safeguard gift packs, Manila Water Foundation giveaways, and clean gift packs. We will also be announcing today the winners of MWF's Spotted Photo Contest. So stay tuned until the end of the event. For us to reach more people at mas marami pang ang maging involved sa advokasiyang ito, we invite everyone to please share this live event. Please do share this live event right now with the hashtags hashtag MWFGHD21, hashtag Global Handwashing Day, and of course, our hashtag Our Future at Hand. To welcome us in our celebration this morning, we're pleased to have the President of Manila Water Foundation and the Chief Regulatory Officer of Manila Water Company, Mr. Donato C. Almeda.
Good day to everyone. I am delighted to welcome each of you today as we celebrate a global advocacy aiming to uplift the lives of people and communities. As we unite in celebrating the Global Handwashing Day, we become advocates for increasing awareness on hand hygiene and the importance of lasting change through community-driven action and cross-sectoral support. Each of us has a role to play in this campaign as we adopt an attitude of care and self-awareness. That through such a simple, straightforward act of properly washing our hands, we could make change happen for the better. I couldn't be more proud that this celebration is part of Manila Water Foundation's WASH, which means Water Access, Sanitation, and Hygiene Advocacy. For as we are all called to exert earnest efforts to help improve access to water and proper sanitation and hygiene, we're also glad to proactively impart knowledge on proper hand washing, especially for the marginalized and underserved communities. In response to challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, the hygiene component of the Foundation's WASH advocacy has been specifically tailored to reach those who are at the front lines. Targeted measures were undertaken to respond to the needs of communities, such as efforts to improve and make more accessible hand washing facilities in public markets, health centers, schools, frontline government institutions, and other public spaces. 9 years forward since Manila Water Foundation has committed to this global campaign in 2013, we recognize more than ever the importance of proper hand washing towards good health and overall wellness. This year, we take on the challenge to continue reaching more people through a wider and more inclusive campaign featuring a series of digital advocacy activities throughout the month of October. These virtual celebration efforts are also being complemented by the construction of hand hygiene facilities and distribution of hygiene packages with information education materials to different cities and provinces, as well as in schools and special institutions under MWF's pivotal program of WASH in Pandemic. To lead this kind of advocacy is not an easy task. Thus, we seek like-minded organizations to reach more people in the country. We are thus extremely grateful to our partners who graciously support us in making our yearly campaign successful. We have the Global Handwashing Partnership, a coalition that brings together the expertise, experience, ideas, resources, and reach of the public and private sectors around the world to promote hand washing with soap. We have the Department of Education, our partner in providing WASH in schools, Department of Health, and UNICEF Philippines, whose expertise have helped us advance our WASH advocacies. We are thankful also to our corporate partners, Procter & Gamble Safeguard Philippines, Phil USA Corporation, Globe Telecom, who all journey with us in promoting good hygiene practices not only at schools, but also in communities. Our campaign would not be pivotal in achieving success without having all of you on board. Your active participation and support go a long way. Through our collective efforts, we are able to encourage community-driven change that is foundational in the long-term process of nation building. Let us continue to work together towards sustaining the momentum of our advocacy as we integrate health and hygiene education with the right investments in critical infrastructure over the long term and a wider reach. We could all be ambassadors of good health by starting with something as basic as proper hand washing with soap and clean water. Let us not forget that we can all save lives and contribute to socio-economic well-being with our own hands, regardless of our position in society. On that note, Manila Water Foundation, together with all our partners, let us continue forging ahead as we carry with us lessons from the past and guided by our aspirations for a better and more resilient post-pandemic future. Happy Global Handwashing Day sa ating lahat. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Almeda. Once again, we would like to thank our partners for this event, PNG, Safeguard, Globe, Filusa Corporation, and Clean. Now, guys, let me share a trivia with you. Did you know that Manila Water Foundation is the only local organization in the Philippines who is an accredited member of the Global Handwashing Partnership, or GHP? As mentioned by Mr. Almeda, GHP is a coalition that brings together the public and private sectors around the world to promote hand washing with soap. To know more about this coalition, it is an honor to have the Secretary Director of Global Handwashing Partnership, Mr. Ron Clemmer.
Hello. What a beautiful day. October 15th is Global Handwashing Day, and truly a day for celebration because hand washing saves lives. Hand washing also allows our children to learn better and allows all of us to be more productive. Altogether, hand washing improves the well-being of our whole family. My name is Ron Clemmer, and I am the Director of the Secretariat for the Global Handwashing Partnership. I would like to express my thanks to the Manila Water Foundation for enabling me to greet you today. The Manila Water Foundation is one of our partners at the Global Handwashing Partnership, and they do great work to improve handwashing practices. Other international stakeholders in our coalition includes private sector companies, academic institutions, multilateral and governmental agencies, and non-governmental and community-based organizations. Through our advocacy and knowledge management efforts, we work to promote hand hygiene and hand washing with soap. The partnership initiated the first Global Handwashing Day in 2008, and last year, more than 1 billion people were reached with handwashing messages for Global Handwashing Day 2020. If you have not visited our website, please check our resources which support hand hygiene programming and initiatives at www.globalhandwashing.org. The 2021 Global Handwashing Day theme is Our Future is at Hand. Let's move forward together. This year's theme calls on all of society to work together as we scale up good hand hygiene. We all have a role to play for universal access and practice of good hand hygiene to become a reality. Have a blessed Global Handwashing Day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Clemmer, all the way from New York City. Now, indeed, all of us have a role to play, and collaboration is key in ensuring a healthy and safe environment for everyone as we walk towards a bright future. Just like what this year's theme says, our future is at hand. Let's move forward together. And speaking of moving forward together, let us hear from one of our partners whose expertise has helped MWF advance its WASH advocacies. We have the concurrent director of the Health Promotion Bureau and the Disease Prevention and Control Bureau of the Department of Health. Here she is, Dr. Beverly Lorraine Ho.
sa ating lahat. Wash up, wash up! Ang paghuhugas ng kamay ay isa sa pinakamadaling paraan upang makaiwas tayo sa mga nakakahawang sakit tulad ng COVID-19. Ngayong araw na ito, ipinagdiriwang natin ang Global Handwashing Day. Nire-remind tayo ang kahalagahan ng wastong paghuhugas ng kamay at gawin natin itong bahagi ng ating araw-araw. Bago at pagkatapos kumain, pagkatapos umupo o bumahing, pagkatapos gumamit ng CR, o pagkatapos hawakan ng ating mga alagang hayop. Paghugas ka rin ng kamay kung hindi ka siguradong malinis yung bagay na huli mong hinawakan. Ang tema ng Global Handwashing Day 2021 ay Our Future is at Hand. Let's move forward together. At talagang tayo ay makausad kung sa malusog na bukas, tayong lahat magtutulungan. Mula sa pagsunod sa mga health protocols, kasama dito ang paghugas ng kamay at pagpapabakuna. Kaya ang Department of Health ay pinangunahan ang RES bakuna kasangga ng bida. Di bawal walang mask, ay sanitize yung mga kamay, di dumastansya, alamin ang tamang impormasyon at siguraduhin magpabakuna. Ako po si Dr. Beverly Ho ng Department of Health at binabati ko po kayo ng Happy Global Handwashing Day.
Thank you. Maraming salamat, Doc Bev, for reminding us of the critical times to proper hand washing. And of course, tayo ay magpabakuna upang maging ligtas tayong lahat at ating mga mahal sa buhay laban sa COVID-19. At this point, we'll be imparting knowledge on how to wash our hands properly. O mga nanay, tatay, tito, tita, mga guro, mga bata, everyone here in this broadcast ngayong umaga, let us listen to this session, especially that this can protect us and our loved ones, lalong-lalo na in this time of pandemic. Bakit nga ba kailangan sundin ang tamang paghugas ng kamay? Bakit hindi pwedeng walang sabon at magwisik-wisik na lang? Are you ready to learn? At meron po akong tip sa inyo, kailangan makinig ng mabuti dahil dito manggagaling ang mga questions sa ating games mamaya. Alright, kung kanina si Mr. Clemmer ay nasa New York City, ngayon naman, live from Singapore to share with us the science of proper hand washing is the principal scientist of Procter & Gamble and a germ expert. Let us all welcome Mr. David Koo.
Hi, everyone. Good morning from Singapore. Hope you're having a lovely day and certainly happy Global Hand Washing Day. As Megs introduced me, I'm based in Singapore. I'm a principal scientist and I've been studying soap and how to protect us with the best hygiene practices. And of course, today it's important to think about and revisit what is the best way to keep ourselves protected from germs, protected from the COVID virus and anything else that can cause illnesses. Now, I want to start with a question. So if you're on Facebook, calling in through the Manila Water Foundation page, I'd like to ask you a quiz and feel free to post your answers on the page, okay? Of all of these things that you see on the screen right now, I just realized that I'm actually not sharing my screen, so give me 1 second. I got so excited to talk to you that I forgot to share my screen. Okay, sharing my screen. So let's start again. Of all the things that you see right now on the screen, which of these is the biggest cause of germ infection? Is it money? Is it sneezing, which can be very nasty and the germ particles can travel very far, up to 40 feet? Is it bus handles, which a lot of people touch, but they're not often cleaned? Is it coughing? Again, like sneezing, spreads a lot of germs. Toilet flush, not often clean in a public space. Or the kitchen sponge, which is the biggest cause of germ infection? Okay, I see an answer for money. Anything else? That's a good one. Money also, you never see people actually put it in a washing machine, that's for sure. Yes, sneezing is a good candidate. It could be. Coughing, I see a good variety of answers, very conceivable, especially if the person is sick. A kitchen sponge, yes. Studies have been done to show that the kitchen sponge actually can have more germs than even the toilet seat. Yeah, very, very good. Democratic answer, all. We certainly should be cautious around all of these actions or objects or surfaces. I have to confess, though, that this is a little bit of a trick question. I asked which is the biggest cause of germ infection, not which is the most germy surface. Okay? The biggest cause of germ infection is really your hands. Your hands are the primary way, the main way by which the germs from any of these sources get into your body. Why? Because without realizing it, even right now as you're watching this, you might be thinking, you might be scratching near your eye, you might be doing something by which the germs make the leap into your body and therefore infect you. Your hands are the number one means of germ transfer. So obviously, what can we do about this? Fun little animation there. Well, obviously, we all know, because of the celebration today, the secret is to wash our hands. Now, you've all heard we should wash our hands for 20 seconds. But what's so magical about the 20-second number? Well, I want to show you a little experiment that was done, and you could do this yourself actually. I've got the special lotion here that they use in this picture. And when I shine this UV light on the lotion and I put it on my hands, it will actually show up like what you see in this picture over here, these ladies' hands. It's not actual germs, but it behaves like germs because it's quite sticky on your hands, and to get it off you have to wash your hands in the right way. So the picture you're seeing now is after this glow germ lotion has just been applied. You can see plenty of germs on the hands. Now let's see what happens when this person washes her hands for 5 seconds. You can still see the glow germ. The germs are stuck to her hands. Maybe a little bit has been removed, but after 20 seconds, you can see a significant amount of those very sticky germs removed. Now, often, especially these days, hand sanitizers have become very popular. You walk into any building and you're going to see a hand sanitizer dispenser at the entrance or by the lift, and it's very good to use it. But which is better? Washing your hands with soap and water or with a hand sanitizer? Well, in this experiment, after using the hand sanitizer, you can still see some germs stuck to the hands. Now, these germs may be killed by the hand sanitizer, but they haven't been removed by hand washing. And sometimes the dead germs can serve as food for other germs. And sometimes the dirt that is not removed because of hand sanitizer can help the germs to hide. The germs hide in the dirt, and the dirt protects the germs from getting touched by the hand sanitizer. So most experts would agree that if you have good water access and good soap, you should wash your hands with soap and water. But if you can't, if you're out and about, always good to use a hand sanitizer. Okay. Now, just another example here, which is maybe a little bit easier to understand. There was a very interesting experiment done with bread. Bread is good food for us. It's very tasty, but it's also a good way of feeding germs. Now, the experiment that was done, I think, in a classroom was just touching bread with bare hands that have been either not washed or washed in different ways, with water or alcohol. And then they let the germs, any germs that was transferred from the hands, to grow on the bread. So here's fresh and untouched bread. And here, for mommies and daddies who use computers, working from home a lot, you might be using a special device called a Chromebook. Remember to clean your Chromebook, because when the bread was wiped onto the laptop, all this gross fungus grew. So that's a reminder, electronics are not often clean. Good to take a little isopropyl alcohol and clean it down once in a while. Okay, unwashed hands. Grasp the bread in it, and you can see all these multicolored fungus and germs growing on the bread. Obviously, very gross. Good reminder, make sure you wash your hands. Soap and water is fantastic. The bread is almost untouched. It's so clean that you could almost eat it right out of the bag. Okay, maybe there's a little weird stuff growing in the center, but otherwise pretty good. Now let's look at alcohol, hand sanitizer. There's still a little bit of germs left. I wouldn't want to eat that bread, would you? Important to see, right? So soap and water, almost as good as a fresh and untouched piece of bread. So wash your hands with soap and water. Now, some people might say, well, okay, let's say I want to save water. I want to save the planet. It's good to save water. Should we then use running water, or should we just have a little basin of standing water, and anyone who wants to wash their hands can just use this basin? That's better than nothing. But after a few people have used that bucket of water, you can imagine that there will be some dirt in it, some germs growing in it. So the next person who comes in, when they wash their hands, instead of removing the dirt, they might be adding dirt and germs to their hands. Water eventually can be a good breeding playground for germs. So it's good to use running water, because as the water runs, it removes the germs along with the soap on your hands. And so your hands are going to be cleaner. By the same token, do we need to rub our hands? Now, if you've been waiting in line at a toilet and you've watched people come out of the toilet and wash their hands, sometimes you'll see people walk up to the sink, run their hands under the water, just let it stand there, flick their hands, and walk away. Is that good enough? Well, the science still shows that if you rub your hands under the water, even if you don't use soap, you're going to remove more germs than just putting your hands under the water, okay? The friction from rubbing your hands will help to remove germs. Obviously, it's even better if you're rubbing your hands with soap under running water. So that's the best option. And that's why the Manila Water Foundation always recommends that we practice the 7 steps to hand washing. The first step, which I'll help to show you on camera here, is when after you've applied the soap and wet your hands a little bit, rub the palms of your hands together. The second step is put one hand on top of the other and rub the back and interlace the fingers so that you're getting between the fingers. Otherwise, the fingers are very neglected and lonely. Then you do the same thing face to face. Again, you rub. Next thing, the backs of your fingers, which can be very, very dirty and neglected as well. You rub them together like this. Curl them into 2 little C's, rub them together. Then remember the thumbs. The thumbs are what make us human. Opposable thumbs, very important to take care of them. Wash both opposable thumbs. Finally, the fingernails. Again, a lot of germs can get trapped under our fingernails. Make a little birdie, that's what I tell my sons, and then rub it in the soap like this. And do both hands. And lastly, wash the wrists as well. The wrists are often the most neglected part of hand washing. People often forget the wrists. And then run it all under running water until it's been lathered. The lather has been rinsed off. All right? So that's it, a brief little tour on the importance of hand washing and how to wash your hands. I hope you found that useful. Back to you, Migs.
Thank you, David. Thank you, David. Thank you so much. I learned so much from your session. And I hope marami po sa mga nanonood ngayon, to those who are watching, have learned so many things about the germs that are lying around in objects, and of course, the proper steps to proper hand washing. Yes, there are indeed disease-causing germs in our hands that our bare eyes cannot see. We don't see the germs that are lying around, mga germs na hindi natin nakakita. And ang mga mikrobyo sa ating mga kamay na posibleng makapagdulot ng sakit or any germs that may cause diseases. Thank you, David, for staying. Thank you, David, also for giving us a proper tour, as you mentioned, about proper hand washing. And I hope you have time to answer a few questions. My first question would be, David, what role do soap bubbles play in hand washing? For those who are watching, when we wash our hands, those bubbles that go out, syempre, when we wash our hands, we find that satisfaction na, okay, soap bubbles are out. It means that kind of effective. It may be effective what we're doing. But can you give us a more educated answer to this question, David?
Yeah, that's a very good question. A lot of people tend to assume that the more soap bubbles you see, the more cleaning power you're getting, whether it's laundry detergent, a dish detergent, or a hand soap or body wash. Now, the reality is that beyond a certain amount of soap bubbles, it's not that important for cleaning. What the soap bubbles tell us is how well are we covering our hands or any surface that we want to clean with the soap, and how well are we rubbing, because the more we rub, the more lather we get, and that is a signal for the user that we are doing the right amount of rubbing and covering of the surfaces. But in terms of cleaning and removing the germs itself, we don't actually need that much soap bubbles. The soap bubbles that are formed are driven by what we call a foaming agent, but the cleaning power is delivered by what we call a surfactant or a detergent, which adds at a very tiny molecular level, which we can't see. I hope that helped a little bit, but the science is interesting when it comes to soap.
Right, David. Thank you so much for answering that. Pardon me, I was really listening intently because there may be a bit of technical terms that are there. And pardon me, David, for also speaking in Filipino to talk to our audience. So guys, sabi ni Sir David na hindi talaga indicator yung soap bubbles para effective yung hand washing. So as David mentioned also, it's just to reiterate, David. So I know you mentioned this just moments ago, but what's the real maybe sign, whether whatever soap you're using, that you know that you're effectively washing your hands and taking away the germs as you go through the course of hand washing?
Yeah, very good. And that's an important question because germs are essentially invisible, right? Unless we've got a little microscope that it's hard to see whether or not we're removing all of the germs, obviously. The sign, especially if you just come out from maybe walking the garden or playing in the playground, is if your hands are covered with dirt, that you have effectively removed them, right? And maybe one little trick for mommies and daddies are trying to teach their kids a good hand washing habit is to take baby powder and cover the kids' hands with the baby powder, right? And just make sure that the child is washing all surfaces of their hands. That way, in their daily habits, when they need to wash their hands, they know exactly the importance of rubbing all surfaces of your hands. Otherwise, it's really hard to tell, right? So try baby powder. That would be a good way. Or if you can, get a little bit of this glow germ, you have to order it, but it's another good way of telling if you're really cleaning your hands well. But other than that, the habits of the 7 steps are what we have to rely on to make sure that we're doing hand washing the right way.
That's a very good idea. And that's the first time I've heard of that idea. And for sure, David, I'm going to teach that to my daughter when she's already of age. Put baby powder, rub it all out, and just practice, a good practice for good washing. Before we go on to the next question, just saying hello and good morning from the students and teachers watching from Dita Elementary School, Santa Rosa, Laguna, Capitolio High School, Wendy, Raven, Calix. Hello, guys. Thank you for joining us here today. Miss Jing Apostol, thank you for watching from Santa Rosa in Laguna. Our second question, David, what is the best way to dry our hands? That's also a good question. What is
Yeah.
the way to dry our hands after washing? Is there a recommended method?
Yeah, well, there's all kinds of ways, aren't there? I mean, you can wash your hands and just flick it around, or you can wash your hands and just walk away and hope it just gradually air dries over time. Or you can use a paper towel or a clean cotton towel. Well, the science shows that really the best way is to wash and to dry your hands with a clean paper towel or a cotton towel. Now, why is that? It's because if we flick off the water, and we don't do it over the sink, we do it as we're walking around, there might still be germs in that water, and that those germs end up getting transferred all around. For the same reason, some of the air dryers that we see in public restrooms, where you put your hand in and then a very loud dryer turns on, that will be spreading those germs, what we call aerosolizing the germs in the air. So it's not the best idea. That's why you may have noticed that air dryers have fallen out of favor a little bit. People have stopped really installing them. Now, paper towels are a good way because not only do they dry your hands, but as you rub your hands with a paper towel, remember I mentioned the importance of rubbing to remove germs. It's helping to remove those germs, any remaining germs on the hands as well. So paper towel or a good cotton towel.
Just gonna throw in a small pop fiction reference. Turns out Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory was right. I don't know if you watched that. Yeah, the character Jim Parsons from Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
Right, he refuses to dry his hands using an air dry because all of the germs that go around the machine. Turns out he was right. Wow. All right. So guys, ako nanonood ng Big Bang Theory. Si Sheldon Cooper, if napanood niyo yun yung kanyang argument when it comes to drying hands. Lastly, David, I enjoyed this conversation with you and I learned a lot. David, what is your advice? What advice can you give young students about pursuing their interest in science and research?
Oh, I would say just always be curious and don't be afraid to ask questions, even if no one else is asking those questions. Don't stop asking questions.
All right. There you have it. Mr. David Koo. Let's give him a virtual round of applause to a P&G's principal scientist and germ expert, Mr. David Koo. David, thank you so much. Stay safe out there.
It's been a pleasure.
Always wash up, wash up. Thank you, David.
Wash up. Take care, everyone. Be safe.
Thank you, David. Ayan. So guys, sana marami tayong natutunan kay Sir David. Marami. Kasi from the steps in hand washing to drying your hands to, finding out the right soap, kung ano man yan, hindi importante yung soap bubbles to effectively wash our hands. At sabi nga niya, if gusto nyo pang i-pursue ang science and research, simple lang. Don't hesitate and always ask questions. Thank you so much, our P&G's principal scientist and germ expert, Mr. David Koo. Now at this point, subukan naman natin ang ating kaalaman sa science of proper hand washing. Let's call in our Game Master, Program Officer from Manila Water Foundation, Miss Kay Asbin. Hi Kay, good morning. Ito na ang pinakiintay ng lahat sa comment section. Kahoot time na.
Kahoot time na.
Kahoot time na.
Hi Migs, kumusta? Hello mga katubig! Hey, wash up, wash up! Sabi nga ni Mig, subukan natin ang ating kaalaman sa wastong paghuhugas ng kamay. Kaya naman tayo ay maglalaro ng MWF Hand Washing Kahoot Game. Ayan, exciting! Kung mayroon kayong extra device sa inyong mga pwesto ngayon, pumunta kayo sa inyong Google Chrome browser at puntahan ang kahoot.it. Or baka meron kayong mga Kahoot app dyan. At gamitin ninyo ang Facebook profile name ninyo. Okay? Para naman sa mga walang extra device, maaari kayong sumagot dito sa Facebook gamit ang comment section. Okay? So, pumunta sa kahoot.it or gamitin ang inyong Kahoot app. Pipili po tayo ng 8 winners sa round na ito. Ang top 3 po ay manggagaling sa Kahoot at meron namang 5 Facebook comments na mapipili. Kaya lahat po tayo ay may chance manalo. Wow, ang dami nang nagre-register sa Kahoot. Yan, nakikita na namin si Sarah, si Ray, si Jo Marie, si Kay, si Christian. Ayan, sige, patuloy pa tayong mag-register. Ang mananalo po dito ay makakatanggap ng Manila Water Foundation at Safeguard gift packs. Okay, so exciting! Ayan, marami na pong nagre-register. Alright. Sa mga nasa Kahoot, reminder po natin, gamitin po ninyo ang Facebook profile name ninyo upang ma-verify po namin ang inyong identity, lalo na kapag kayo ang nanalo. Now, input the game pin number 286742. Uulitin ko ha, yung game pin number po natin ay 286742. Ayan, at kailangan Facebook profile name ninyo ang gagamitin para ma-verify namin kayo. Okay, dami na nating Kahoot participants. Okay, last 5 seconds sa mga sasali sa Kahoot. Handa na rin po ba ang mga Facebook players natin? Handa na natin ang ating mga daliri sa pagsagot at ang ating kaalaman sa sinabi kanina. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's start. Virtual GHD Quiz 1. Question number 1. Ilang segundo dapat maghugas ng kamay? 10 segundo? 15 segundo? Hindi bababa sa 20 segundo? O 5 segundo? Okay, marami ng mga sumasagot. At sigurado marami na rin excited manalo ng Safeguard gift packs at ng Manila Water Foundation items. Okay, meron na lang tayong 5 segundo. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. At ang tamang sagot ay tama, hindi dapat bababa sa 20 segundo. Okay, so next question. Nangunguna si Francis Ace. Question number 2. True or false? Alcohol-based hand sanitizer does not kill all types of bacteria and viruses. True or false? Sige nga. Okay, marami na ang sumasagot. Sumagot din tayo sa comment section kung wala tayong Kahoot app. Ayan, marami nang sumasagot. Exciting. 2, 1, 0. At ang tamang sagot ay true. It does not kill novovirus and rotavirus na nagkakos ng diarrhea. Okay, so kailangan talaga palagi nating gawin ang tamang paghuhugas ng kamay gamit ang sabon at malinis na tubig. Okay? Sige, next question po tayo. Okay, nagbago ang ating top 3. Exciting. Question number 3. Aling bahagi ng kamay ang sinasabunan kapag naguhugas ng kamay? Una, palad at likod ng kamay, pulsuhan, hinlalaki, likod, pagitan at dulo ng daliri o lahat ng nabanggit. Okay? Sumagot po tayo sa ating Facebook comment section kung walang device at sa mga Kahoot participants naman natin. Ayan, ang dami ng sumasagot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ayan. At ang tamang sagot, oo, lahat ng nabanggit. Okay, so next question po tayo. Nako, si Mateo Grabiel na yung nangunguna. 4 out of 5. Number 4. Tuwing kailan tayo dapat naghuhugas ng kamay? Bago at pagkatapos kumain? Pagkatapos gumamit ng CR? Kapag bumabahin o umuubo? O pagkatapos humawak ng alagang hayop? Pwedeng multiple answers po ito, ha? Kung sa tingin nyo na lahat ng sagot ng ito ay tama. Okay, wow! Marami na sumasagot gamit ang ating Kahoot app at marami na ring sumasagot sa Facebook. At ang tamang sagot ay yan. Maraming sumagot. Tama po kayo. Lahat yan ay tama. kailangan palagi tayong naghuhugas ng kamay. Next question. Okay, nag-iba na ang ating top 3. Ano-ano ang mga sakit na pwedeng makuha kapag hindi naghuhugas ng kamay? Sore eyes, COVID-19, diarrhea, o lahat ng nabanggit? Okay? Wow, ang daming sumasagot sa ating Facebook. Ang daming nagko-comment. Sige, mag-comment lang tayo para may chance tayong manalo ng Safeguard gift pack at saka ng Manila Water Foundation gift packs. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so ang tamang sagot, tama po kayo. Lahat ng nabanggit, sore eyes, COVID-19, diarrhea, at iba't iba pang sakit kung hindi tayo naguhugas ng kamay. Okay, so excited na ba kayo malaman kung sino ang ating mga winners? Ayan, so ang mga nanalo, congratulations kay Diane, kay Malvi, at syempre kay Aya. Okay, huwag niyong kalimutan na mag-screenshot. Okay, please take a screenshot and message us through the Manila Water Foundation Messenger account for details on how to claim your prizes. At para naman sa ating mga Facebook winners, please stand by as we will announce the winners later in the program. Okay, so we will have another game later. Okay, so stay tuned and enjoy. Okay, so back to you, Migs.
Salamat kay Aya, Malvi, and Diane. Congratulations. So please do message the Manila Water Foundation Facebook page para malaman kung paano i-claim ang inyong prizes. Maraming salamat kay. That was a fun game. Siyempre, Kahoot never fails. Napakaraming nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Ibig sabihin, marami ring natuto sa ating mga learning sessions this morning. To help us better remember and practice proper hand washing, Manila Water Foundation composed a jingle to the tune of the Happy Birthday song. Sing this twice, 2 beses, and you're sure that you have washed your hands for at least 20 seconds. Let's all watch this.
Mga kamay ay basahin, ang sabon ay kunin, gusto sila ating palad at likod ng mga kamay, makita ng daliri, likod ng daliri, hilalapin mga dulo at saka pulsuhan. Mga kamay ay basahin, ang sabon ay kunin, uskusin na ating pangalan at likod ng mga kamay, pagitan ng daliri, likod ng daliri, hilalapin mga dulo at saka pulsuhan.
Alright, yan po. There you have it. That song will definitely help us remember the 7 steps to proper hand washing and help us ensure that we and our loved ones are protected from the threats of coronavirus at iba pang mga sakit. So nakikita ko sa comment section, ang dami nating viewers ngayon from schools nationwide. Shout out po, especially kay na Ma'am Annabel Vitin, Principal of Kalasitan Elementary School in Cagayan. Ingat po kayo dyan. Kakatapos lang po ng bagyo, of course, ng bagyong Maring. Sana po nasa Region 1, CAR, Region 2. We're all praying for you. Sana po you're all staying safe. Kay Sir Bong Fabia, teacher sa Ramon Magsaysay Cubao High School, kamusta po kayo? At syempre, shoutout na rin ako. Rodelia Baclay, Samantha Nicole Villamin, Erica Benyosa, mula po sa Cavite, Teresa Umali from Mabini Central High School. Sa lahat pa po ng nanonood this morning, nagbabasa ako ng comment section. Roy Liaban, Gian De Palona, Sol Benito, salamat po for commenting and syempre using our hashtags for this event. Manila Water Foundation is the Department of Education's partner in implementing WINS, or the Wash in Schools program. And of course, as we mentioned, Manila Water Foundation is one with the Department of Education in keeping hands clean in school. So kahit naka-virtual, kahit naka-distance learning tayo ngayon, it will not stop us from, of course, washing our hands properly, especially from home. And now, here's an esteemed guest from another MWF partner. UNICEF Philippines leads major programs that protect and promote the rights of every Filipino child. These include programs for the advancement of WASH, or water, sanitation, and hygiene. With us this morning is the Chief of WASH of UNICEF Philippines. Everyone, we're pleased to welcome live on this broadcast, Mr. Carlos Vasquez. Sir, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Magandang umaga po. I am trying my best to learn Tagalog. First of all, thank you to everyone who is participating on this event today, and especially David, who gave us very clear, practical, and didactical ways on how to maintain our proper hand washing hygiene activities. Good morning, partners and colleagues. Ron Clemmer from the Global Handwashing Partnership, Undersecretary Tonicito Umali from the Department of Education, Director Beverly Ho from the Department of Health, and Donato Almeida from the Manila Water Foundation. It is a pleasure for me to be here today and celebrate Global Handwashing Day with you in this community of practice. As you know, nowadays, we cannot stress hand washing activities more than at any time in our history. We know that hand washing prevents the transmission of COVID-19, but also hand washing with soap prevents other deadly disease. We know, for example, that hand washing with soap can reduce diarrheal disease by 30%. And this can have a sort of domino effect on thousands and millions of lives. It can also reduce acute respiratory infections by 20%, only if you wash your hands. A recently released State of the World Hand Hygiene report shows that an estimated 500,000 people globally die each year from diarrhea and acute respiratory disease. 500,000. All these deaths are preventable by a simple and cost-effective hand washing practices with soap. So it is very crucial, especially today, that we practice hand hygiene with soap. In terms of children's health, proper hand washing can also prevent nearly half of all the cases of childhood diarrhea. We know that diarrhea is linked to another health issue, that is stunting. It is estimated that drinking clean water and hand washing with soap can prevent the loss of nutrients through diarrhea and reduce stunting by 15% on children under 5. That's a really, really important piece of data, because 30% of children under 5 in the Philippines suffer from stunting, which is an irreversible condition. So among health interventions, hand washing programs have a similar cost effectiveness impact at the same level as immunization and oral rehydration therapy. However, only 4% of the countries around the world reported that they have sufficient funding to reach their national hygiene targets. On the other hand, we also know that for every dollar you invest on hygiene, we see an economic return of $2 to $6. So hand washing and hygiene is a smart investment for the economy and the future of the Philippines. So implementing an effective hand hygiene program requires a multi-sectoral collaboration. Among the leaders is a government leadership, investment, and different sector partners. On that note, we want to highlight the importance of private sector as a key player on implementing activities, investing, and achieving sustainable development goals. Also reporting on advocacy and activities to cement hand washing norms among all Filipino citizens. Manila Water Foundation is a prime example. It shows how private sector can invest on hand hygiene in local communities and make significant impact in the lives of children in the Philippines through their social services and projects. We look forward to the partnership with you in the implementation of the Wash O'Clock campaign, which will be launched today, and your valuable contribution in amplifying messages and reaching out to more partners. Thank you for being part of this, part of building a culture of hand washing in the country and to improve the lives of millions of children. And we hope to see more partners joining in the efforts to accelerate progress in hand hygiene. Happy Hand Washing Day. Maraming salamat at mubahay tayong lahat.
Maraming salamat. Thank you very much, Mr. Carlos Vasquez. And as you mentioned, MWF will be collaborating with UNICEF and DOH on a very important partnership. To everyone watching right now, hop on over to this afternoon's symposium entitled Malinis na Kamay para sa Kinabukasan ng Bayan. This will be co-convened by the Department of Health, Department of Education, WHO, and UNICEF. This session will be streamed online on the Facebook pages of UNICEF, DepEd, and DOH. So guys, manood pa rin kayo ha. Now it's time for another game. Excited na ba kayong lahat? Para po sa mga naglaro kanina, this is your chance para po makabawi. And of course, get those podium finishes sa ating Kahoot game. So let me turn you over again to our game master, Kay. Hi, Kay!
Hi, Migs! Okay, so hey, wash up ulit mga katubig. Okay, so katulad po kanina, tayo po ay maglalaro ulit gamit ang Kahoot at ang ating comment section sa Facebook. Tama si Migs, pwede kayong bumawi dito. At syempre, nakinig ba kayo sa ating mga speakers? For this round, we will have 7 winners. Okay, so top 3 from Kahoot and 4 winners from Facebook. Alright, so ready na ba kayo? Again, you may go to kahoot.it or if may Kahoot app kayo, pwede rin, and enter the game pin. So yung game pin po natin ay 4497509. Okay, so uulitin ko po ulit, 4497509. Okay? Yan, so use your Facebook name so we can identify you. Lalo na kapag ikaw ang nanalo, huwag kalimutang i-screenshot. Okay, so ayan, uulitin ko po ulit ang go to kahoot.it at ito po ang game pin natin, 449709. Ayan, so marami na tayong players. We have players coming in dito po sa Facebook. Okay, ang dami na rin. Yan, wow. So, yan, dahil dyan, last 5 seconds po tayo. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, ready na ba tayo? Let's start. GHD Virtual Event Quiz 2, question number 1. Tama o mali, ang paghuhugas ng kamay ay isa sa pinakamabisa at pinakamurang paraan upang makaiwas tayo sa sakit. Tama po ba o mali? Okay, sumagot po tayo. Yan, marami nang sumasagot sa Kahoot. At mukhang marami na rin ang sumasagot sa ating Facebook comments. Okay. Yan, so mahirap po ba ang tanong o kayang-kaya ninyo? Nakinig po ba tayo kanina? Wow! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At ang tamang sagot ay Tama. Ayan. So, ang daming nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Okay, next question. Wow, nangunguna si Coco Ignacio. Anong araw ang celebration ng Global Handwashing Day? October 15, November 15, September 16, or September 15? Wow, marami na naman ang sumasagot. Ayan din, marami din ang sumasagot sa Facebook. Ano nga bang date ngayon? Ngayon ba to? O bukas? O next month? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At ang sagot ay tama, October 15. Ay, ang daming nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Okay, next question. Yan, nag-iba na ang ating top 1 and top 2 and top 3. Tama o mali, maghugas ng kamay at magpabakuna upang makaiwas sa COVID-19. Tama po ba ito o mali? Ayan, marami na ang sumasagot. Nakaka-receive na tayo ng 25 answers. Okay. Okay. Ayan, ang dami rin sumasagot sa Facebook. Yan, excited sila manalo ng gift packs. At excited din kami mag-share ng papremyo sa inyo. Yan. Halatang nakinig tayo kanina. At ang tamang sagot ay tama. Tama po kayo. Wow, ang daming sumagot ng tama. Okay? So, next question po tayo. Nangunguna si Jo Marie Kyle. Let's go. Yan. So, question number 4 ulit. Blank is a coalition that brings together the public and private sectors around the world to promote hand washing with soap. Okay, UNICEF ba? Department of Health, Global Handwashing Partnership, o Department of Education? Ayan. So, sagot-sagot tayo. Wow, ang daming nagko-comment sa Facebook ngayon at ang dami ring bumabate. Ayan, meron lang tayong 10 seconds. Okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, at ang tamang sagot, tama po kayo. Global Handwashing Partnership or GHP. Okay. Wow, si Jo Marie Kyle lang nangunguna po sa atin. Ayan, so last question. Tama o mali, dapat lahat tayo ay magtulungan upang ipaalam ang wastong paghuhugas ng kamay upang mailayo tayo sa sakit. So tama ba yan o mali? Ano kaya yung sinabi kanina ng ating mga speakers? Wow, ang daming sumasagot sa mga schools. Wow, ang daming sumasagot sa mga communities. Yan, may mga sumasagot na high school at mga elementary school students. Okay, mahirap ba ang tanong o madali? Okay. 3, 2, 1, time's up. Tama po kayo at ang answer natin ay tama. Ayan. So, dapat lahat tayo ay magtulungan upang maiwasan talaga natin ang mga sakit. Okay? Sige. So, excited na ba tayo malaman ang ating mga winners? Ang ating top 3 ay si Jo Marie Kyle. Ang ating top 2 ay si Ozzy. At ang ating top 1 ay si Gian Michael. Okay? Paki-screenshot po. Congratulations, and please message us through Manila Water Foundation Messenger account for details on how to claim your prizes. At para naman po sa ating mga Facebook winners, please stand by as we will announce the winners later in the program. Okay, so maraming salamat po sa inyong partisipasyon ngayon at back to you, Migs.
Thank you, Kay and Gian Michael. Congrats on winning on this round and congratulations po sa lahat ng mga winners. Now, dear friends, Manila Water Foundation provides wash interventions, not only for schools, barangays, health centers, public markets, but also reaches out to special institutions such as child caring centers and police regional offices. Global Handwashing Day is not just a single-day celebration in MWF. It is a month-long celebration with several events. Start pa lang ng October, ang dami ng initiatives ng MWF. Katulad ng the first ever National Hand Washing Quiz Bee in partnership with Safeguard powered by Globe. virtual hygiene education session for community frontliners participated in by barangay health workers, police officers, jail inspectors from the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, teachers, parents, at ating mga frontliners sa iba't ibang mga institution. Meron rin po tayong turnover of hygiene supplies from PNG Safeguard para sa safe wash sa bahay at barangay at turnover ng hygiene facilities sa safe wash in communities. There's more, nagkaroon rin ng turnover of hygiene facilities and supplies for our police frontliners. To share with you this meaningful and timely celebration, let us watch the celebration of the turnover of hygiene facilities and supplies to all 17 PNP regional offices across the country in the PNP National Headquarters. This is under the synergy project called Sabi ni Nay, Maghugas ng Kamay, Lingap, Kapulisan. Let's all watch this.
cross agad sa mind ko was Manila Water Foundation. It's very timely in the time of pandemic. What do we need but to keep safe and to keep our hands clean? Well, it's going to result into awareness. It's going to flourish into the idea that we are always being reminded to keep safe and keep healthy through clean hands. And this will also be a reminder to remember to wash their hands.
Ikinukubli ng mga patak ng ulan ang ating emotion dahil lahat ng ito inaalay natin sa ating mga magulang at sa ating mga ina na nagbibigay sa atin ng gabay. Na simula pa, kalinisan na ang laging sinasabi sa atin.
Thank you. And there you go, our snappy salute to all the men and women of the police force. Maraming salamat po sa inyong serbisyo para sa bayan sa proyektong inyong napanood with the hygiene facilities and products that MWF handed over. Kami naman ang magsisilbi sa inyo. Alam niyo po ba mga kaibigan, ang Manila Water Foundation ay marami pang series of turnover activities in the following weeks. Magkakaroon pa po tayo ng turnover activities sa Laguna at sa Davao City. Ito yung WASH projects para sa schools under the LCF Wins program. At para sa communities naman, ayan po, flashed on the screen are the turnover activities under the hashtag SafeWashInCommunities program partnership with PNG Safeguard. And wow, we have 12 areas na makakatanggap ng bagong hand washing facilities at supplies. And by year-end, MWF will reach a milestone of building 165 facilities through synergies with its partners. This will enable MWF to really fulfill its mission of bringing hand wash for all communities. And indeed, we're moving forward together for a brighter and healthier future. And leading up to that future, we have to keep it clean every day. Manila Water Foundation partnered with Clean and handed over premium hygiene products to child caring institutions last October 7 so that they can always hashtag keep it clean. Panoorin po natin ito.
Nagpapaalala po sa lahat na keep it clean and wash up, wash up. Maraming salamat po sa Clean, Filosa Corporation at Manila Water Foundation na kami po ang napili nyo na handugan itong produkto para makatulong sa aming mga bata para pangalagaan po ang kalusugan. At ito'y napakalaking tulong sa aming foundation. Kaya maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much sa Clean, Filosa, and Manila Water Foundation sa iyong tulong sa amin kasi malaki po ito para ma-maintain namin ang hygiene po ng mga bata dito sa Kuya Center for Stray Children.
Wow, nakakatuwa naman. MWF and Clean really reached out to vulnerable kids in child caring centers mula Marikina, Pasig, Manila hanggang Taguig. With the foaming hand soap na tinurn over, siguradong the kids can keep it clean. Alright, so alam ko pong excited na kayong manalo ng mga prizes, kaya naman meron pa tayong pa-quiz at kami ay mamimili ng 20 lucky viewers na magbibigay ng tamang sagot. Sila naman po ay mananalo ng gift packs mula sa Clean. So guys, madali lang ito. Clean it to win it. Tama o mali. At gamit lang ang dalawang emoji. I-comment ang heart emoji. Guys, heart emoji Heart. Heart emoji para sa tama at i-comment ang laugh emoji kung ito ay mali. Comment guys comment. Comment ang heart kung tama at comment ang laugh emoji kung mali. Alright, so ready? Ito na nga ang mga tanong. Okay na po ba tayo sa comment section? Game na kayo guys Alright, so we have 5 questions. Tama o mali lang. Magsisimula na po ako sa question number 1. Hindi na kailangang maghugas ng kamay pagkatapos gumamit ng CR. Okay. Timer is up. Tamang sagot, mali. So, syempre, kailangan maghugas before and after. At syempre, kung meron pagkakataon, maghugas po parati ng kamay. So, the answer is mali. So, laugh emoji po yan. Tingnan po natin sa comment section. Ayan, marami naman nag-ano. Okay yan. Ma'am Ros, laugh emoji po tayo. Okay lang. So, accepted ito guys itong parang crying laughing emoji. So, basta yan lang naman tsaka heart So, okay. So, that's accepted. Okay? Number 2, cleaning your fingertips and fingernails is part of the 7 steps to proper hand washing. Tama o mali? 7 steps ba? Cleaning your fingertips. Time is up. And the answer is tama. So, dapat po naka-heart emoji po tayo. Cleaning your fingertips. Sabi po ni Sir David kanina, pati yung mga likod ng mga daliri, sa pulsuhan, dito sa likod, proper hand washing. Pinakita din niya ni Miss Kay kanina sa happy birthday song video. So lahat po yan, lahat po ng parte ng kamay hanggang sa pulsuhan. Kasama po yan sa steps, proper steps to proper hand washing. Question number 3. Pagkatapos bumahing o umubo sa iyong kamay, pwede nang ipahid lamang sa damit ang kamay? Tama o mali? 2, 1. Ang sagot ay mali. So, syempre po, pagkatapos bumahing o umubo, maaari mag-hand wash na agad. Wag lang ipahid sa damit kasi syempre, pag germs yan 'Di ba? Kung meron tayo, lalo na kung meron pang virus, papahid mo, nandun din, magsistay din yan. So, dapat po maghugas ng kamay kung hindi may iwasan talagang bumahing o umubo sa inyong kamay. Question number 4. Sa paghugas ng kamay, kailangang sabunin ang pulsuhan. Sinabi ko na po yan kanina. Tama o mali? Alright, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kailangan sabunin ang pulsuhan. So, heart po yan. Tama. Kailangan sabunin ang pulsuhan. And last question, pagkatapos makipaglaro sa ating mga pets, kailangan maghugas sa mga kamay. O, sinabi yan ni Doc Bev kanina. Kung naabutan po ninyo yan. 3, 2, 1. Tama po. Kailangan po maghugas ng kamay. Ideally po, kung ano man ang hawakan natin, maghugas po tayo ng mga kamay. Especially kapag after natin makapaglaro sa ating mga pets. So yun nga po, 5 questions. So again, as I mentioned, we will be choosing 20 winners and congratulations po sa lahat ng nagbigay ng tamang sagot. Pipili ang MWF ng 20 winners ng Clean gift packs. Stay tuned para malaman kung ikaw ay nakakatanggap ng papremyo mula sa Clean. At dahil sa overwhelming product support ng Clean, good news po. Bukod sa 5 child-caring, shelter-based institutions na naging partner nung unang #KeepItCleanDay, magkakaroon ito ng Part 2 at maghahatid pa ang Clean at MWF ng hygiene products sa mga partner institutions para talagang abot natin ang mas marami pang komunidad at kabataan. But wait, there's more. We should keep it clean every day and not just on Global Handwashing Day. Kaya naman, we're launching another social media contest starting today until the end of October. We will have How Do You Keep It Clean social media contest. So be sure to like and follow the Clean FB page and the Manila Water Foundation FB page for more details and mechanics of how do you #keep it clean. Social media contest. Like and follow na para sa iba pang mga activities sa ating pagse-celebrate ng Global Handwashing Day. Kasama sa abangan ngayong buwan ay ang online fundraiser with the event titled Two Clean Hands, One Caring Heart. Watch stories for the family. It will be on October 28th, a Thursday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. This will be in partnership with 10 child caring and shelter-based organizations and will be sponsored by Clean. For this year's GHD product partner, maraming salamat po sa Clean ng Filusa Corporation. And with that, maraming salamat po. Thank you very much for celebrating with us. Before we end, we invite everyone to answer the event evaluation using this QR code. Ayan po, nakalagay, scan me, please do. Take a screenshot or tapat nyo na yan kaagad. Use the QR code flashed on the screen or the link provided in the comment section. And for those who need a certificate of participation, you may input your request on the evaluation form. Again, you may use the link in the comment section or this QR code flashed on screen. Ayan. So, ang dami pang natutunan, di ba? Ang dami nating natutunan today. At syempre, mas marami rin ang napalanunan. Ito na ang pinakahintay nating lahat. Let me announce our winners for this morning's contests. First, the Kahoot winners. Congratulations. If you see your names flashed on the screen, you will receive Manila Water Foundation and Safeguard gift items. Ayan po. 15 winners po. Take note na lang po sa screen from 1 to 15. Please do give a screenshot. Okay. Sige, pasadahan ko mabilis. Aya, Malby, Dayan, Gian, Ozzy, Jo Marie, Josephine, Laika, Rose Marie, Rose Ann, RC, Dulce, Roy, Ann, and Sherry. Ngayon naman, for the Spotted Photo Contest, congratulations! You will receive Manila Water Foundation and Safeguard gift items. Ayan, ito na nga yung mga nag-post ng photos kasama ang Manila Water Foundation Hygiene facilities. The 10 winners posted photos in the following locations. Ito po, tingnan po natin. Pasig Mega Market, number 1. Congratulations. Sampaloc Elementary School in Pagsanhan, Laguna. Kamuning Public Market in Quezon City. Fortune Elementary School in Marikina. Sampad Elementary School in Cardona, Rizal. Subay Elementary School in Talim Island, Rizal. Quezon City Memorial Circle. Mataas na Paaralang Neptali A. Gonzales sa Mandaluyong City. Police Regional Office 6 sa Iloilo City. At Davao City National High School. Yan, talagang nationwide. Talaga ang mga hand hygiene facilities built by Manila Water Foundation and their partners. Now for the Clean It to Win It contest, congratulations, you will receive clean gift packs. And the 20 lucky viewers who will receive clean gift packs are, ayan po, yan. Sige, can we go to the first slide? Yan, okay. Gemma, Ray, Sarabia, Jander, Joy M, Ku, Weng, Eugene, Grace, Neriza, please do take a screenshot. Okay, next slide, please. Thank you. A, Sarabia, Jane, LMA, GJ, Francis, Lorraine, Emilia, Marie, and Krisha. Congratulations. Kayo po ang winners ng ating clean gift packs. And congratulations to all our winners. Kindly do send a message sa Manila Water Foundation's Facebook page to know more about the details on how you can claim your prizes. Again, mag-message po tayo sa Manila Water Foundation Facebook page to know more details on how to claim your prizes. Our future is at hand. Let's move forward together. Share the advocacy to your friends and family. Let us help spread the word about proper hand washing. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you all had fun as much as I did. And of course, more learnings. Marami po tayong mga natutunan today. And for sure, pagkatapos po nitong session natin, talagang mas i-apply pa natin ang proper steps to proper hand washing. Again, this is Migs Bustos greeting you all a happy Global Handwashing Day. Keep safe and don't forget to wash up, wash up.
Ang malinis na kamay ay para sa lahat at hindi lamang para sa ilan.
Kitabi manusia, anya kapatud tamalisin bohe.
King ega-naga ng pamikatagun, atin lasang ustong kabaluan king pamanos gamat ring sabla.
At dapat ibahagi ang mahalagang gawi na ito.
Ang paghuhugas ng kamay sa loob ng 20 segundo gamit ang sabon at malinis na tubig ay unang depensa laban sa mga nakakahawang sakit tulad ng COVID-19.
Maghugas ng kamay sa mga kritikal na oras
upang ikaw at ang mga tao sa iyong paligid ay ligtas.
Sabay-sabay nating gawin ang 7 hakbang sa tamang paghuhugas ng kamay.
Una anya gawaan, dakulap, ng dakulap.
Pangadwa, denggulot darenggam.
Sabot nga sa mga tudlo.
Likod sa mga tudlo.
Komando.
Punta del mga dedo.
Pergelang ng tangan.
Hailaw tayo bangkan.
Gawin ang paghuhugas ng kamay sa mga panahong ito.
Tandaan ang paglilinis ng sabay ay para sa lahat.